Right, so in case I can't be bothered getting up from my bed tomorrow, I mean, I will get up at some point, but because I'm wanting to have a day off tomorrow and rest, because that's a strong, overwhelming message coming through. And remember, I'm always like that in a Pisces moon because I feel the collective in a big way. So this Pisces full moon, they're really, really warning everyone, and definitely I'm taking on board because I feel it in a stronger way because it's a full moon, super moon eclipse. Like, that might not be a joke, that I might be literally glued to my bed tomorrow on Monday. So take note if you feel like that might be you too, because it is a very emotional full moon. Um, and I feel I experienced it early, like the other day there when I couldn't stop crying. So, right. So, yeah. So, this is the Divine Detox. So, I'm only doing this for, if you're watching this, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays when I'll bring it to a close. Yeah. Um, yeah. And I'd love to hear if you've noticed the shifts in your energy and stuff, because I know a lot of you were doing it silently. So if you don't want to write in the comments, definitely send me an email and let me know. And other than that, let's just get on with this. So what have we got for Monday's Divine Detox? Give us a card for the feminine. Everything I do is channeling, clearing, healing energy, and I can't be bothered doing the intro. I can't cope. What the actual F? I just pulled the yin yang past life card. Wait a minute, it'll still be on the top. No, I must have shuffled it back in. Yeah, I've shuffled it back in. I pulled the yin yang, the only card that is about yin yang and balance and masculine feminine in the Sacred Sites deck, which I've only used that once in a live, and I pulled that card because it was exactly when the collective needed it. And then I've used that again, pulled it again today, and so that's why I'm laughing that, like, and this is the feminine's card, but this can be the masculine's feelings and that as well. There's something really magical happening right now. Like, a lot of twin flames are coming in to physical union because they've balanced enough of their energy within. That's what I'm getting from this in a big, big way. What have we got for the masculine? I feel it's this one. Wow. Right, that's powerful. Not only because it says dating on it, and I know that not all masculines are a man and not all feminines are women, but this is what is on the card, so take it how it resonates. That's powerful because on the Light Seers tarot deck, the thumbnail that I used is the hot guy with the flowers. So there's two things, there's a huge theme here about flowers being significant. I mean, it could just literally be someone's bringing you flowers. That's funny. Do you know what I'm hearing now? And now I think that I can love you back. I hope it's not too late because you're so attractive. I'm not going to say it all, but it's called Flowers in Your Hair, and it's like the shortest song in the world. And because I can't lie, it always reminds me of my yang to my yin, because this is the feminine, this is the masculine. Sometimes people might not get that. I mean, I know that most people do, but sometimes it's funny, I've caught people that it's like they don't know which was which. Yeah, he must have liked that song because he posted it once, and that's how good my memory was. It was literally a million years ago. But yeah, it's a really short song, but it's nice because it's got a bit that's got be in my eyes, be in my heart, be in my eyes, be in my heart. So, because Twin Flames are about the eyes as well, you know what I mean? Like, but the whole song, if you listen to it, is really, really deep. Because I always used to think it was a subliminal message that he was sending me. Like, and again, I'm not for 1 minute suggesting he consciously knew this, by the way. And of course, it could have, like I've said before, it might have been aimed at somebody completely other than me, somebody else. But it was just funny that it caught my attention, and I was like, yeah, because it's like, just that bit, basically, like, the bit where it's like, oh, actually, now I'm jumping from that's reminding me of when I've finished watching Bad Boyfriends now. And they turned into better boyfriends, so that's nice. But basically, it was nice because it was like I don't like who won basically because I don't think they really. It's not that they didn't deserve it. I just didn't think that guy. I don't know. I just think out of all of them, he had quite a strong chance of not not taking on board what they'd learned. But it was just a bit of a shame. There was the one that came second was the one I felt should have won, and that's actually a guy that I mean he did do well. I basically cheated on her, and it was not just any kind of cheating. It was, and you know what? Although I don't know this guy from Adam, there might be an Adam involved here. Me saying that, but I'm not even going to say what it was because I said on the other video, and it's I think because everything I do is channeling. It's about not bringing up the past because I genuinely did feel that guy had learned his lesson, and he just was. I saw how it was difficult because he was just really like, she's never going to trust me again. And then I just liked the fact that he proved himself, you know what I mean? And so I think that could really speak to somebody right now too. So anyway, coming back to that, because that's basically what that whole program was about. Was it was like they were all treating their girlfriends like shit, basically, to be blunt. And by the end of it, they'd all improved, some more than others, but they'd all improved. To be fair. And some of them hadn't cried in years and stuff like that, and they were embracing their emotions. And actually, that really, and what blew my mind was, like I said in the video before I checked her astrology, that I was like, she's really like me. And the reason why is because we've got the same moon. So I found it quite nice that, she was teaching these younger couples basically how to treat each other, because she's walked that path of being like both her and her husband being quite wild and promiscuous, and like now they're married, and I mean she's still a lot of fun, but it's like, and I thought that's quite funny because it's like that's what Sagittarius energy is, a teacher, learning and teaching. So it's like, I mean, it makes sense that I've learned and I'm teaching people on here, and there's somebody with a Sag moon learning, teaching people on the TV. It's kind of, you know what I mean? It's not the same, but kind of is, if you know what I mean. Because I'm helping people their love life, and she's helping people their love life. And she's just, if you think I'm bloody blunt and out there, then you obviously haven't seen her on that. If you're in the UK, you know what I mean. But I really I love her stuff because it seems like she's really jokey and I don't know. If you didn't, you could almost think that she wasn't as intelligent but she's really she's very good at interviewing people, I've noticed. Anyway, moving on. So, and also I said I felt the Aries in her, and in her speech, her Mercury is in Aries, because she swears a lot like me, and she's got a dirty sense of humour. That's the Sagittarius bit. Right, what will we do here? I do want to read it from the book, I think, Yin Yang. So because this is still the divine detox, right, and this is about situations manifesting after you've cleared all the energy the past few weeks, and this can manifest whenever. I really do feel this is what's coming about. Like, this is going to speak to all the people, whatever twins resonate with this, that both of you have balanced your energy enough to come into a physical union, or at least to start hanging out again, because we've got dating. Where's the yin yang card? Is it at the end? Take a deep breath and just, meditate while I'm trying to find. Wait a minute, I need to pause this. This is doing my nothing. Well, that's annoying. It was at the end of the book. Anyway, I've just had the realisation as I'm recording this. I was just thinking as I paused, that's weird that I started channeling that song, but actually it's not weird at all if you think about it, because it actually links back to my twin. It's like his energy coming in stronger through me, which is kind of weird. Because like I said, I don't know if he would say that that's his favourite or something, but he must have liked it back then. God, that's creepy. Anyway, I've been having loads of things like that happening. Like I've caught myself saying things at certain points and I'm like, that didn't feel like me, that felt like him. Weird. Strive for harmony and balance in your inner and outer life through change, reflection and growth. I'm just going to scan this to see what's important. In an existing relationship, there may be too much yin if the female is dominant in some way. Maybe the home is too pretty and the male cannot find a place where he feels comfortable, or their lives have become all about the children and the sexual yang energies disappeared. If there's too much yang present, the female will feel suppressed and controlled. Whatever the imbalance, it needs to be addressed. If you're seeking your soulmate, take a moment to sit quietly and tune into your own balance of yin and yang. Do you have a tendency to be too passive, too yin, with a potential partner, or too aggressive, too much yang? If you always let the other person make the decisions, and if you're always the one trying to make something happen, then it's time to create more balance. You've drawn this card today so you can consider the levels of yin and yang in your life and make adjustments where necessary. Make the required changes in your behaviour, environment, and even your wardrobe. Outer change must be accompanied by inner reflection and growth. Contemplate the yin yang symbol, then close your eyes and meditate on the feeling of your energies being balanced and harmonious once more. Call on whichever one you feel you need more of, and where the yin yang symbol is a pendant for even a stronger connection, the balance and harmony it depicts. Now, what's powerful about this is, like what I said, if you've watched other videos that I've done over the last few days, which I filmed all today, the yin yang energies come out loads. Like, and remember, I filmed them all in the one day. And what's kind of funny is, like, look what I'm wearing. My nightie is like yin yang because it's like black, white polka dot. That is actually totally meant to be, because they always make me wear things like they're part of it. That just blows my mind. And that's been happening for, like, the past 10 years before that, but like the 10 years that I've been doing something public. But the thing is my energy does that alone. Like I hold that yin yang frequency so strongly because I only heal twin flames, that it's like I really do feel the Venus and Libra energy right now is really comes through very strongly, because Venus is the planet of love and Libra is like union, like partnership, marriage, long-term partnership, the spiritual marriage. Yeah, so that was the feminines card, but remember that's the masculine's feelings too. So feminines, if you're to either of them, like I think this might be about the feminines, that if you've been go and you've been pouring all your energy in to revive this relationship, it's time to take a complete back seat, because this person can't step forward if you're always go. So slow down. And it doesn't need to be go in your masculine. I'm sure you have balanced your energies. But it's just, take your foot off the engine, or whatever you want to call it. Put your foot on the brake, rather. The getting to know you time offered by dating can be invaluable. So already I know what this is about. This is the masculine's card. So it's about, if you had a tendency before to dive right on in and go straight to the bedroom kind of thing, with this person, with your twin flame, or with anyone, it's about taking it slow and getting to know each other. The concept of courtship may be quaint these days, but most of us are familiar with the more modern term dating. Our society has changed enormously in the last century, blah, 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 blah. The opportunities that courtship offered are completely overlooked today. The process of courtship made it clear over time whether or not the person involved were genuinely interested in each other. Yeah, rather than like people that jump into bed right away and they hardly know anything about each other, and you end up tangling your energy with their trauma and shit like that. Dating allowed more freedom, blah, blah, blah. Many relationships are hurriedly formed and are often faint accompli by the time friends and family find out. As we mature, we don't always become wiser in love, so the getting to know your time offered by courtship or dating can be invaluable. That's true. I'm sure either you've been that person or you know people that just seem to be trapped at a certain age. And that's what many twin flames are doing right now, freeing themselves from that generational curse. Right. Yeah, that's self-explanatory. Right, okay, so let's now not do too many more because it's so weird that that pain in my shoulder wasn't there. But I know that that's really stressing that to me. So listen, I'm taking on board for me because it is actually my physical body that they're using to give the message. Well, I hope it fucks off because it just came out of nowhere. It usually does, right? Because it's literally, it wasn't like I was sleeping or anything, because it would have been sore when I woke up. It just sort of happened before I went to film the video. So that's when I know something to do with the message. And because it's the right side of the body, again, it's like, it's about rest and slowing down. It's just so connected to this full moon in Pisces. Right, what have we got for the feminine out of this deck? What god or goddess? Oh, another one about sexual wisdom. Quadesh. Okay, right, so, when I get that feeling, I need sexual healing. But after the dating and getting to know each other, when it's the right time. Masculine. Ra, share your gift. Ah, beautiful. Right, let's see what this is about. Quadesh. Is this an alphabetical order? Looks like it. Yes, it is. And I found the page. You'll be glad to know. So, I'll get the thumbnail after. Embrace intimacy. Celebrate your sexuality. Well, that's not very good when I've just told people to slow down. But anyway. Quadesh, pronounced Kadesh, is an ancient Egyptian goddess of sacred ecstasy. Her origins are Canaanite religions of ancient Levant. In the Middle East, her name was Quadsu, which means Holy One. It's said that the cult of Quadesh involved recreating the rite of sacred marriage. Oh my god, and I just said sacred. I said spiritual marriage, but same thing. Priestesses called Quadesh, holy and pure ones, may have been sacred prostitutes, women who offer sex as a sacrament or sacred healing act. In Egypt, she rode naked on the back of a lion, holding a snake and a lotus flower and papyrus plants. Well, you don't see that every day anymore, do you? Quadesh possessed great knowledge of sexuality and an expression of the divine. This card signifies a time of sexual healing. That's why I started singing that. I mean, it's not that weird, but I mean, that's why I started singing that. I actually feel, if you've not already had that some time ago, I feel it's the masculines going through a sexual awakening, but it could be some feminines too, so you thought that you had good sexual energy before, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's like Twinflame X is like, well, it doesn't heal the world for no reason, do you know what I mean? It's not very often like that people having sex heals the world, but twin flames, it definitely does. Like the healing energy that is emitted, the frequency that is put out there. I mean, the easiest way to access your sexual spiritual knowledge is tune into your body, be still and become aware of your breath. If you can place one hand on your heart, where's this going? And the other on your belly, or simply focus on the sensations of your body. Imagine your sexual energy as a spark of light flowing through you. Ask yourself, what does my sexual wisdom want me to know? Listen to the first feeling or impression that arises. If nothing comes, don't worry. You're tuning in to higher sexual consciousness, whether you know it or not. The insights may come days, weeks later. Maybe you want to be more sexually expressive and creative, or do you need permission to experiment with being polyamorous or celibate, for example? I'm not actually going to encourage that. I don't like that, but if I'd read it first, I would have read it out, because specifically when it comes to twin flames, yeah, the more you involve other people, you're just going to create more shit, basically. Unless you are at the bit of the timeline where you have to be learning karmic lessons. But once you've learned your lessons and you still go back and do that, you'll just create more karma. It could be sexual blocks or trauma that are coming up for healing. I'll lead you to the right sport. And you've actually been led to the right sport if you're led to me, because that's, I carry this frequency all the time. And I actually heal people because I've got extremely powerful sexual energy. Just from the amount of time I've been myself at different periods of my life. You know what I mean? And it's in the sense that that's very goddess Isis kind of a transmute energy. Offer up your desires and wishes about the sacred erotic to me. Let me bring you all your sensual pleasure you deserve. Explore sacred ecstasy rituals, how sex connects to the divine. Work with a sex therapist or a relationship counsellor. Communicate your sexual needs to your partner. My sexuality is natural. I'm worthy of ecstatic pleasures. Woo, saucy card. Right. Again, lots of twin flames are able to teach and talk about Tantra, especially, and I am one of them. But I think it's best that we go into detail in a private session, because you can tell me what your sexual block is or whatever, and then I can sort of help you with that with the counselling and the healing, see if that works. Share your gift. The perfect time is now. Say yes and show up. I mean, that's definitely what the masculines need here. So get it, like the cards earlier about being still. It's about being still and tuning in. But once you get the go ahead, it's time to go towards your feminine and go into the world and share the real you, because that's what the other card. Oh, look, of course it's the High Priest of Atlantis, when I've still got that on pause. Ra, pronounced Ra or Re, was the god of heaven, the sun, the origin of Egyptian mythology, described as the creator of everything. He was so powerful and popular in his worship. Egyptian religion. The Egyptians built solar temples in honor throughout the dynastic periods. He blended with such blah, blah, blah. Ra was the high priestess of Atlantis and watches over those who are now discovering their ancient Atlantean gifts. And remember the last session I done, I pulled the Atlantean king. And I've got Atlantic, what was it called? What the hell is it called? I don't think it's called Atlantis in the Lost Kingdom. Something in the Lost Kingdom, but it's about Atlantis. Look, it's on page 144. What are you waiting for? What do you keep putting off until tomorrow, masculines? You're locked in a frustrating cycle of inaction, and it's holding you back from contributing, creating, and sharing. Ra leads you, and then now that fits in with the song. And now I think that I can love you back. I hope it's not too late, 'cause you're so attractive. That's what he's singing to her at the balcony. I was about to say I've never heard my twin singing, but that's not true. He once did call me up late after he'd been at a club and he was singing down the phone to me. Which isn't really very, that's not really very what he would show me, but it was quite funny. The world needs what you have to give. There's no such thing as the perfect time to share your creations. Have you used every excuse under the sun for why you can't do what you need to do? Remember the procrastination card that said the time is now? That's interesting. This procrastination is a smokescreen for your fears. Yes, it can feel scary to reveal your ideas and talents, but this is what we need from you. Sharing your deepest gift will open the heart of humanity. Don't wait anymore, and you'll be waiting your whole life. Take action now, or now, not later. Yeah, because some of you have already taken a long time, and you were taking the time you're meant to, but don't add any more time on top of it. Give generously of your radiant sun's light. It will be returned to you multiplied, and you'll feel more alive than ever. Aye, especially if he's going to her. That'd be quite interesting if they were twin flames, actually. I don't know if that's how this book operates, but the other ones I've got, because you know what I mean. She would charge him up with her actual energy, because that's what twin flames do. It's just unfortunately then, in past lives, in this time, he's like, all right, thanks, Hen, I'm away to give it to somebody else. Fucking hell. Anyway, there are times when patience and more preparation are needed, but not now. This is a definite yes to move forward and place your gift on the collective sacred altar. You'll never feel completely ready to give your deepest soul gifts, so start now. Launch a new business or project. There you go, masculines. I need to hear that. That's what I've been helping a lot of masculines with. Stop taking innumerable courses, training, or workshops, but you're learning to use. Some of you are still in that, but it's just an encouragement that it needs to end at some point, because I've done that in my past as well. Help others through volunteering, charity, or community initiatives. Use your Atlantean spiritual gifts or crystal healing and psychic arts. I will stop waiting and offer my light. Oh my God, I love that for the masculines. Right, and we're going to bring this to a close, but let's get a message from the feminine. This was a powerful message. You will see a wow synchronicity about us today. Expect it. I didn't try very hard to make these. I see your birthday numbers everywhere to make these very nice. My writing isn't the neatest, but these, I must have wrote them really quickly. You taught me how to love myself, and I know you're trying to love yourself. I'm proud of you. Well, that's lovely. I think that's enough of them. And let's see what the masculine wants to say. I can't stand not talking to you. I don't want to keep hurting you. And I let my... Oh my God, I let my doubts and fears get the best of me. Well, we know that. We just read that in another card. Will you ever forgive me? Oh my God, the other video I filmed today had the forgiveness card. Yes. Us feminines do forgive the masculines and we're very proud of them. We're meant to be together. I will wait for as long as it takes with a shop. That's coming out. Oh God, what the fuck? What's this one? I'm worried. I'm so afraid that you'll move on and meet somebody else. It's keeping me awake at night. I can't lose you. And I feel you. I've been feeling you close to me at night. Especially at night. Can you feel me the way I'm feeling you? Yes. We can. I'm learning. I've grown up since our last encounter. I've been working on myself and becoming someone you can be proud of. The word is interesting. Right, okay, so let your friends help you. Ask for it and help support from others. Sometimes this means what it means. Other times it means do not tell people. These are the people that have caused trouble, quite simply. Karmic friends. That's the strong message I got there because that's what's coming. That's literally what stopped a lot of this coming together for many twin flames. So don't tell your friends. Not all, because some people want to help. But look, this was already the one. And I feel a lot of friends actually made the masculine feel it wasn't. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And then some people around this person were like, no, that's not your twin. Look, confused them. Even when you feel lost, there's a way through the labyrinth. And now this is the masculines coming full circle to realising, yeah, it is your person. Embrace your loving connection and rejoice. Look, the masculines were tempted away from their twin, but now they're tempted towards their twin. They're being lured in by the sexual connection, which is also the divine love connection. Think carefully about the situation. Having sense of boundaries. Masculines are putting boundaries up with any kind of illusions. Look how that happened. I was saying it and then didn't even know what the card was. Avoid the trap of mistaking a fantasy for true soul connections. That's what they've done. In the past, masculines confused the karmics, feminines, and whatever karmic females and males with the true twin flame. And it's because a lot of the feminines embody this powerful sexual energy that they've, like, people have distorted the feminines, like, true energy to be something like, oh, that's just sex, that's not who you settle down with, blah, blah, that's not even who you date. You know, you're more suited to this person when actually, now I'm not saying it's the case for all, but it's more cases than not that it's actually the people that they choose that are the ones that are lying and, you know, being tempted elsewhere. But the masculine finds out and they put the boundaries up. Yeah, they learn. Let love show you how to learn from each other. And the forgiveness is part of learning. I feel you're going to retreat together to heal and disconnect from the world. And with this very intense connection. This intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs, great lows. And that's why they were getting me channeling about the lows. And there's another low. Your love life benefits you forgive your parents. Particularly feels like this can go for any age. But you see that fits with when I've been channeling yesterday about the older generations where there was even more issues. True love. True love comes when you least expect it. That's beautiful. I'm going to get the thumbnail before. I think yin yang. Where's the dude? There he is. putting illusions behind. Yeah, look, and then that's powerful that was actually that too. There we go. Right, so that's your divine detox video. Then look, I managed to keep that 30 minutes too. So I'm teaching you at the same time that I don't usually, most of the time, I teach you that all the time, majority of the time. I don't film Saturday, Sunday, definitely, and until Monday at night, because I do the mediumship Monday, or, earlier in the day, but just whatever suits me. Just so that I've got boundaries in my work, because the boundary card just came up. But this time I decided to film the ones for Monday today, so that I can rest on Monday. And but I'm teaching you I didn't need to overdo it, because I've made both videos 30 minutes. So compromise, you know what I mean? But yeah, now I'm absolutely away to rest my voice, and I'll get back to the shorts and everything Tuesday, I think, or maybe they want me to leave it till the next game week. But I won't be working with clients until I think the 27th, because I've already got stuff on. So if you happen to buy something when I had the donation links up, you can email me to see when's going to best suit you. See you later.